In the next series of problems, we will learn how to use graphs to help us solve quadratic equations and quadratic inequalities. The graph of y equals ax squared plus bx plus c is showing on the board. Solve each equation or inequality. Ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. B, ax squared plus bx plus c is less than 0. And C, ax squared plus bx plus c is greater than 0. So here's our graph. We can see that it's a parabola, and it has a y-intercept of -1, and it has an x-intercept of -1 and +1. The first part was to solve when ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. In that case, we're interested in finding the x-intercepts, and the x-intercepts are x equals -1 and x equals +1. So that would solve that equation. Now the second part, B, was to solve when the equation is less than 0. Less than 0 means that the graph lies below the x-axis. And as we can see, it's below the x-axis from -1 to +1, not including those endpoints. So we would write it as -1 is less than x, which is less than +1. For part C, we were supposed to determine where the equation is greater than 0, and that means where it lies above the x-axis. So we can see that it lies above the axis from -1 all the way to -infinity, and from +1 all the way to +infinity, but not including the -1 or the +1. So we would write that as x is less than -1 or x is greater than +1.